Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and with any luck, I'll be the first XRP YouTuber to put out a video about this. As far as I know, nobody has yet. So there's new information that came out from Flare Networks a little over 2 hours ago, at least at the time I'm recording this. It's coming up on 9 p.m. on August 27th. That's Central Standard Time. I'm in the middle of the United States here. Anyway, as I'm recording this here. Flare Networks put this out, and it answers a lot of questions about how to claim your free Spark tokens. Now, just to make sure we're all on the same page here, the Flare Networks is creating what they're calling a utility fork of the XRP ledger. Now, historically, forks are typically perceived as hostile. This one is not. That's why they put the word utility in front of the word fork. As far as I know, they just fabricated the term, which is fine. And so it's to complement what is going on with the XRP ledger. It enables smart contracts with XRP as well as decentralized finance. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I'm some sort of know-it-all on this. To be perfectly honest, I don't know a ton about the Flare network, but one of the cool things about the XRP community, and one of the things that I've always been always loved about just running this channel, is I share with you what I do know, and I learn a ton from you. So I'm never going to pretend to be a know-it-all. I'm just a regular XRP community member here, but lots of neat stuff here. So I'm going to be running through this as well as part of this piece. Where is it? I think it's here. We go. Yeah, from Daily Hodl. Ripple partner details plan to bridge XRP and Ethereum ecosystems. Now, before we go any further, if you would please delicately tap that like button, I'd appreciate the support. And also go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. It does a body good, or some such nonsense. Now, even before I jump into this piece, though, they did cite one thing that I want to make absolutely sure I do not forget to talk about here. So I'm going to start the video with this. They cite here that that Spark, that is the Spark token from the Flare network, FXRP, they stated that it's pegged 1-to-1 with XRP. That's absolutely not true, as I will show you in this frequently asked questions put out by Flare themselves, where they actually do bring up the topic of value. You'll see what they have to say. And so it's not the case that Spark is worth whatever XRP is worth. Rather, to be perfectly upfront with you right now, these Spark tokens, they're worth $0 right now. There are no markets for them today. There's nothing. They're not being traded on exchanges. Now, my understanding, and this would be my expectations, we'll see if it comes to pass, but my expectation is that at some point it would be listed on exchanges, and then humans are going to do what humans do. They're going to speculate. And what's fascinating, I've talked about this concept in the past too, which is that smaller cap cryptocurrencies, if they're being traded on exchanges, given that they're so illiquid, it takes almost no money to come in and have like this crazy multiplier effect in terms of what it's actually worth, right? And so that's why I've stated in the past too, during this next parabolic cycle, which I suspect is going to happen, I wouldn't be surprised if there are small cap coins. Don't know which ones they'd be, and it doesn't mean that they deserve to exist long term, but I will not be surprised if there are some small cap coins that outperform XRP in terms of percentage gains, in terms of price action. And I still don't want to participate in that. And I have no interest. And I got to state this too, since I'm talking about price. I don't have a financial background, okay? Don't buy or sell anything because of me. I'm not offering financial advice. I'm just talking because it's fun to talk about this stuff and make YouTube videos. But smaller cap coins, yeah, that's why you get this multiplier effect. It's the same concept of how much money has to flow into Bitcoin for it to double in price versus how much money has to flow into XRP for it to double in price. Well, way more money would have to flow into Bitcoin to get that doubling effect. And so that's the neat thing about this. So if this does become something that's traded on cryptocurrency exchanges, and there hasn't been any actual official word of that, that would be something. And Flare, as you'll see in this piece here, they're intentionally not addressing that. Intentionally. Okay. But think about this. So we talked about how Ethereum, basically what this enabled is smart contracts, kind of like you'd have with Ethereum, right? For XRP, but there are also some DeFi attributes. And again, I'm not pretending to know about this. This is like surface level stuff that has been made to clear to me. Like even Brad Garlinghouse has talked about this, and he thinks that this is he thinks Flare Networks is a good thing here. But he even cited, so it enables smart contract capabilities and also DeFi, which is decentralized finance. Now, what's interesting to me is that decentralized finance is like the hot craze in 2020 in terms of ridiculous price action for coins that many of them don't even necessarily do anything. There are DeFi cryptocurrencies that have gained tens of thousands of % this calendar year. Are you aware of that? And again, I'm not saying to chase this. In fact, I want no part of that. I have no interest in that. Because I think most of it's just people throwing money at something and whatever. There's a frenzy around it. I am just not interested. You do it if you want to. But but anyway, my point in stating that is that one of the attributes here with Spark is even as cited by Ripple CEO Brett Garlinghouse is the whole DeFi thing. And so it just makes me wonder if there's something to that, and there's a craze around DeFi. If this thing gets listed on exchanges, what might that look like? And I'm not going to pretend to know. Maybe it'll never get listed, it'll never go nowhere, never go anywhere, rather, and we'll just have these Spark tokens that don't do anything. Maybe that happens. I don't know. Now, with how much backing it's got and how much positive reactions we're getting and participation from developers in the XRP community, I suspect that this thing is going to have some sort of staying power, at least for some period of time. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like, but it could be rather substantial. I do want to give a shout out to James Rule XRP, who tagged me. This is how I came across this before recording this video today. Tagged me to the Flare tweet, which reads as follows. The XRP ecosystem response to Flare has been massive. More than 5,400 accounts holding a total of 295 million XRP have set up to claim the Spark token in 6 days. Below is a set of facts, that's frequently asked questions, to help people better understand the process. Oh, I also need to mention this because I hope this saves somebody what I'm about to say here. Please listen up. There are going to be scams surrounding this, I certainly anticipate. Okay, I think what's going to happen, because look, when you're claiming your Spark tokens, at no point will you ever have to enter your private key for XRP anywhere. If you encounter a website or an individual or a business that says enter private key here, do not do it. They're going to steal all of your XRP. Please do not fall for that. Also, if somebody says in order to receive your Spark tokens, you need to send some XRP or anything along these lines, if you're ever told to get some cryptocurrency, you first have to send some, that is a scam 100% of the time. You're not getting your money back. You're not getting your crypto back. Do not fall for that. So I want to be super duper clear, since I have a platform where I can kind of just share that. I want to do what I can to keep getting the word out anytime we're talking about this topic here. So as far as Flare, now check this out. This is very interesting stuff. You're going to want to know about this. And I am going to link to all this stuff below. So if you want to know how to claim your Spark tokens, I'll steer you in the right direction. So it begins as follows. We've been amazed at the amount of interest in Flare over the past few days. Since announcing the process for preparing your XRPL account to receive Spark on Friday, there's been over 295 million XRP contained in XRP Ledger accounts that have set their accounts to receive the Spark token. In this post, we're going to highlight answers to some commonly asked questions regarding the Spark token claiming process. Then there's a summary at the bottom about the technical steps involved in preparing your non-custodial XRPL account to automatically receive Spark when the Flare network goes live. We owe a great deal of thanks to Wietse Wind. So he's the creator of the XRP tip bot, by the way, and he runs XRPL Labs, which is funded through Ripple Spring Initiative. So they're thanking Wietse Wind at XRPL Labs for his work on releasing an incredibly simple tool for self-custodied XRP holders that use the Ledger hardware wallet or the Sum app to prepare their XRPL accounts to receive Spark tokens. And you can go to flare.wietse.com, which is this website here. I will link this below so you can check this out. Let me go a little bit further. Let's get past the thanks here. So who can claim the Spark token? All XRP owners barring Ripple Labs and certain previous employees of Ripple Labs can claim the Spark token. So if you're listening to this and you got 2 ears and you hold XRP, the answer is yes. With almost 100% certainty, you can have free Spark tokens. How many Spark tokens are available to claim? 45 billion. How is the distribution apportioned? Right now, there are 45 billion XRP tokens that are distributed to non-Ripple Labs holders. These are distributed across holders who self-custody and those that keep their XRP at an exchange or other provider. Now, here's what's interesting. The only cryptocurrency exchange to this point, at the time of recording, that allows you to receive Spark tokens if you're holding on that particular exchange happens to be BitTrue. None of the other ones, none of the other XRP exchanges that that I'm aware of are even talking about this. Like, I think Coinbase actually said they're not going to participate. I saw something about that in a Twitter thread. I don't take that as gospel, but I think that's the case. So yeah, at this point, it is just BitTrue. But don't worry, if you've got your XRP in your own Ledger wallet, or you're custodying it yourself, you can still claim your or Spark tokens. And again, never have to give up your private key. Don't ever do that again. That's a scam. So first, a snapshot will be taken of, is that where I left off? Yeah, that's right. First, a snapshot will be taken of all XRP ledger addresses at a specific ledger index number. Second, from this snapshot, known addresses belonging to Ripple Labs, certain previous employees of Ripple Labs, and any exchanges that have not confirmed their support to Flare will be removed. So basically, they're going to choose a moment in time to take a snapshot of the state of the XRP ledger, and so whatever XRP you have at that time, you're going to get that many Spark tokens, or a little bit more, as you're about to find out. Check this out. So not only was Daily Hodl wrong when they said that the Spark token is pegged to XRP, because they're not this is not backed by anything. It's not the same value. It doesn't have the same price. So it's not pegged. It's not backed. None of that. Not only that, though, you actually might end up with more than a 1-to-1 ratio of free Spark tokens. So check this out. The right to claim the 45 billion Spark tokens will then be apportioned to each remaining address according to their proportional XRP balance in the snapshot. This may result in valid claimants receiving more than 1 Spark token for each XRP token that they hold. This is due to non-participating exchanges being excluded from the distribution but being counted in the 45 billion tokens that are distributed today. So to translate that, in case it didn't make sense, what they're stating here is that there's 45 billion of these Spark tokens. They're assuming that there are going to be some cryptocurrency exchanges that will not participate, which means that there's extra Spark tokens that are not accounted for, but they're still going to exist. And so, as a result, you might get more than one more than one Spark token. So it could be 1 point something. It's probably not going to be double, but 1 point something per XRP token that you hold. That's the way that I read it. If somebody took it differently, let me know, but that's how it sounded to me anyway. And let me go a little bit further. I already talked about exchanges here. What do I do if my exchange won't distribute the Spark token? We want to give reasonable time for exchanges to decide and confirm that they will pass on the Spark token to their clients. In the first instance, pressure your exchange to support the Spark token and tell them to contact us. If they still do not support the distribution, you will either need to remove your XRP to a supporting exchange or remove your XRP to self-custody. And important, you will need to take these actions before the snapshot date. When is the snapshot date? Well, the process for gaining support from exchanges is lengthy, and therefore we have not yet set a date for the snapshot. We will give at least 2 weeks warning before the snapshot takes place to allow any XRP holders who wish to claim Spark, but whose exchanges have not announced support, to organize an alternative way to hold their XRP. And I have decided I am absolutely going to do this, even though the Spark token is literally worth nothing right now. There was a time when XRP was literally worth nothing, and then it was put on exchanges. So how about that? So I'm not saying that the Spark token will be worth something in the future, but if it ends up getting traded on exchanges, well, the answer is yes. I don't know how much, but then that's why I cited the thing about how there's this DeFi craze, just like there's an ICO craze in 2017. Makes you wonder if it's going to be worth something. If it is ultimately traded on exchange, what might that look like? I'm not pretending to know. It's just worth bringing up and being aware, hey, this could potentially be worth something. So to me, it's worth the time to get my free Spark tokens. Hopefully something comes of it. If not, then okay, whatever. It's not like it's costing me anything. Now, as far as the value, because I don't want to cover everything in this. Again, I'll link below if you want to check it out. But they answered this. What is the value of Spark? They wrote one sentence. We cannot and will not ever comment on the value of Spark. So there you go. It's not backed by them or anything. It's not pegged. Spark is not going to be worth whatever XRP is worth. There's no way to enforce that. There's no open market. There's nothing. There's literally nothing backing it. So right now, Spark is worth nothing. And maybe it'll be worth something in the future. Don't know. I just flatly do not know. Also, I wanted to mention, and I'll share this as well. Shout out to Status. I just came across this in my Twitter feed here. He put together an infographic on how to claim your Spark tokens here for Ledger Nano users. How to claim Spark tokens, Ledger Nano users, which I happen to be. So I'm going to include this below. Awesome step-by-step directions. That in conjunction with this, which he does talk about in the infographic, which is flare.weetsay.com. That'll pretty well have you taken care of if that's the route that you're going. Now let's touch on this at least briefly. Ripple partner details plan to bridge XRP and Ethereum ecosystems. Flare says it's building a bridge between XRP and the Ethereum ecosystem. I'm going to skip the part about pegging. I already said that's complete bunk, and they probably didn't know any better, but whatever. They probably got confused because you get one XRP, at least one XRP for... I'm sorry, I said that. You get at least one Spark token for every XRP that you own. That's probably why they conflated the two. I'm sure it was unintentional, or at least I suspect. Anyway, the company says the move will open up new use cases and more avenues of utility for Ripple's native crypto asset. Okay, so that makes like 20% of the short article complete garbage, actually. Ripple's native crypto asset? No, XRP is just a decentralized cryptocurrency. That is not true. But here's a quote. This would allow FXRP to be used trustlessly on Ethereum, as well as providing a scaling platform for Ethereum tokens and applications, whilst giving access to the XRP market for existing Ethereum applications. And this could bring together the XRP and Ethereum ecosystems. Exactly. So there you go. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I don't have a bunch to add to that. But I will say again, like there's this, I think it was called Yearn Financial. I think that's the one that I was citing recently. It's a DeFi token. And the creator of it literally said, this token does not have value. And what happened? People started trading it on exchanges, including Binance, and it inflated by over 30,000% in short order. It's just, the crypto's crazy, man. So I'm just saying, we'll see what the hell happens with this. Anyway, as I learn more about the actual functionality of this, I'll let you know. Like I feel like I'm not claiming ever to be an expert, but I feel like I know a lot about Ripple and XRP because I spend so much damn time on it. And so I'm at the beginning phases of learning more so about like this whole, Flare and Spark thing. So a lot for me to still learn, but again, join me for the journey. If you haven't subscribed, I promise you this, I will learn, and I will be sharing with you everything I learn along the way, and I'll let you know what my experience is as I claim my Spark tokens. But that is it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything, because if anything I say or write, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!